Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 152. It is Thursday morning, and we are on our trip, having a good time, enjoying ourselves. The trip's been great so far. Nice place to stay, beach, pool, everything incredible. And then just a few casinos in the area, and we're going to try to hit them hard. Today, we are planning on the kids swimming. This morning, while my friend and I go look at the casino, look at this shift, and see what possibilities we have. We'll come back, have lunch with the family, and then he and I will head out to play for a few hours. And they have an event scheduled, which should keep them busy for 3 or 4 hours today. And then we'll come back and have dinner with the family, hang out for a few more hours, and then head out for our evening session when the kids go to sleep. So should be good. It should be a good balance between family and playing, making money, all that stuff. I am in the car right now grabbing our chips from last night so the family can go do their thing. We'll take the other car and do our thing, and we'll get some of these chips cashed and hopefully add to our stack. So so far so good. It's just a beautiful, beautiful area. Not too busy of an area right now, and just these episodes might be a little bit short because we're just hanging out with family and stuff. It's not like when I'm by myself and I'm just talking to you. I'm going to be spending a lot of time with family, so these episodes might be a little bit shorter, and I apologize for that, but I'll try to hit the highlights with you and probably think of some stories and stuff later on, and that we can add that in later on. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. I'm just going to catch you up on what happened. It's not going to be convenient on this trip for me to pop on and just update you along the way, unfortunately. So I'm just going to do my best here. Yesterday we spent, so this is the next day now, early in the morning. Everyone's still sleeping. Yesterday we spent the day going to different casinos, hanging out for a long time, watching and looking for opportunities, playing some slots, but our primary goal was going to be just to find the right games so we can play them later, or even at that time get people's schedules, things like that, and try to find opportunities to win money. Yesterday we made like 6 different stops, 7, even more than that. We visited some of the same casinos on different shifts, in fact all 3 shifts, and we found some opportunities, but really couldn't take advantage of too much. In the morning, we visited like we had 4 different stops, and then we stopped and had lunch yesterday. Let's see, and everything is so out of whack as far as time, because we would spend so much time at one place and then move on, and then the next place might only be 10 minutes and then move on and all that. So it's kind of crazy. We went to one place, a really, really beautiful casino, and all the casinos that we had visited prior to that, we really didn't see that many advantage players, maybe 1 per place at the most. And this place is a really nice place, big place, and we were walking around looking in there, and it was almost every AP in there was an Asian woman, which is very odd. And I would see them taking things so early, so I didn't know if they were playing with free play, if they were just naturally taking things early here because that's, the return to player is better here, or what it was. But we were there for quite a while and saw a couple small opportunities, but overall didn't make sense. One thing about this place that was kind of crazy was they were bringing in these centerpieces, like flower centerpieces, that were enormous. I would say they're 10 to 12 feet across, and they're real flowers. I have a picture of one. There must be 30 dozen roses in this thing. It's so huge. Um, Played a few games there. On my with my group, I'm going to post some pictures of some games that people don't really play anymore that we found and played here. And then we had lunch, and lunch for me was a roast beef sandwich. I'm talking about like roast in a crock pot, super soft, with gravy on there and stuff. My goodness, that sandwich was so soft. It was so delicious. It was unbelievable with some sweet potato fries. Moved on to another place, and one of the themes that we were finding was the America 250th. It's such a big deal in this area, and took a lot of pictures of some cool things that they had. Um, so in what I was doing, I was finding that there were some machines that had parts that were replaced by non-official parts. So like it's not even the part that's supposed to go there. It's not even made by that company, and they were replacing some parts that actually could have made a difference in the game with those parts. I don't want to really get into too much detail there. And then there's a couple games that I played that are in a lot of casinos now, and have been for a few years, but overall you don't see them very often anymore, and I got to play those quite a bit and actually did pretty well on them. Um, there was one place, one of the last places that we went to for the night, that I was combining a couple slot slips and put in $100 bill, just to get ready to play, and I accidentally hit the button for $2 and hit for 50, so that was nice. And then for dinner, I'm gonna actually, I got to show this to a couple friends of mine. We had some biscuits and gravy for dinner. It was like late night, like maybe around 11:30 or midnight, and this plate was enormous. It was like a 14-inch plate, like an oval 14-inch plate. It was completely covered with biscuits and gravy. I mean, I'm talking a lot of biscuits and gravy. And then there were some really nice views as well. I mean, some places are just spectacular, nice view, nice scenery, nice weather. It rains just a little bit, but overall it was a great day. We couldn't complain at all. In the meantime, the kids were having a great time. They were swimming in the pool. They went to some really cool places. Um, they got to eat great food and just unbelievable. Have a big loft in the house that we rented, with, I'm talking enormous loft, like 20 by 30-foot loft, with a giant like 75-inch TV with an Xbox, and then another TV downstairs, like another 75-inch, with lots of board games and card games and all that kind of stuff. And they enjoyed that. They swam in the pool for a long time. They went to like some of the dollar stores and bought some fun stuff, and just had a great time overall with their day. And I'm really happy for them for that. We, however, were working and working and working. I had about 20,000 steps yesterday. I had one job in the casinos that we went to, and he had another job, and we each did our own thing, and then we met back up at the car. So he would drop me off at the curb, and then I would um, I would go ahead and do my thing, and then um, he would walk around and do his stuff, and then we'd meet back outside. So, um, whoops. Um, I'm sitting in the car because I didn't want to disturb anyone. I just noticed my wife's phone was connected to it, so I didn't want it to start ringing when I was talking to you. Um, but overall, we functioned really well. And then anything that I did, I split with him because what he was doing didn't produce anything. And we had a decent day. I mean, I can look at how much money we made. It wasn't big money, but it was a good setup for today. Probably around 500 each, so not a huge deal, but it was definitely worth it. So set things up for today. Um, there were a few points, and this area is very friendly. A few points where people just walked up to me and they're like, "Hey, aren't you so and so?" Or, um, "Didn't we play whatever game together yesterday?" Or, um, a couple of people just walked up while I was playing a slot and were like, "Hey, how do you play that slot?" It's like, a lot of the areas, like the area where I live and the areas that I visit, um, even like the Indian casinos are further off, like south and in the country areas from where I live. Um, People are not that friendly compared to this, but here it's like everyone just walks up to you like they're your neighbor and just starts talking to you, which is cool. I think yesterday's high was around 85 or 90, but it rained in the middle of the day and kept things cool. And then the kids got to go play on the beach even in the evening when the sun was setting, and just got to have a lot of fun. So overall, we did not make a lot of money yesterday, but at least we were able to get things set up for today. And I hope today's a big day. Um, I do have my team meeting as today is Friday. That's coming up here in a few minutes. And then I got all my work done from yesterday. Again, at the end of the day, I had a bunch of requests for stuff at the office. Can you take care of this gigantic thing, 30-step thing for us? Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks for letting me know after 5 p.m. But I got all that stuff taken care of this morning, and everything is in order. I'm going to head back in, get my shower, get all ready, and then we're going to do our team meeting, and then we'll head out for the day, have some breakfast, figure out what we're doing for the day. We're talking about maybe a water park today for the kids. Um, Maybe not. We'll see. Um, and then back to the beach. Um, so yeah, a lot of good stuff happening. I wish I could give more details, but giving away where we are right now is not going to be helpful because we're doing something that's going to be sensitive, and if we give it away, then it's going to get flooded with people. But you have to do your own research and find those little opportunities and little nuggets, and sometimes you'll go all the way to a place and find the opportunity is gone, but that's just part of the game. And if the opportunities don't exist today, my plan is to start playing blackjack because I won't have to worry about the heat from the other stuff that we're going to do. So I might as well just pound them and make some money on blackjack. So that's the goals. We'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to let you go. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21 at gmail.com. mwusa21 at gmail.com. See you next time.